My name is Jim Keady, and I am running for the United States House of Representatives with the hopes of representing all of you. I want to thank Josh and all the students here for putting this together today. Josh reached out to me a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so proud to be standing here with each and every one of you and students around the United States who are standing up and saying enough is enough. I am a former councilman in the city of Asbury Park. When I was on council in 2006, we had 75 shootings, 6 murders. And back then, people weren't talking in the way they are now. This gives me hope. Unfortunately, back then, people weren't talking because it was young black men who were being killed on the other side of the tracks. And we have to acknowledge that as we move forward with this issue, that people in marginalized communities have been crying out for decades. In 1999, when Columbine happened, I was teaching high school up in New York City. Do we have any fellow educators here? I have to say, back in '99, I was so shocked when I came into school at the apathy among my colleagues. Well, it didn't happen here. That's a one-off incident. And here we stand, 20 years later almost. And with our latest massacre, 15 children dead, a coach, an athletic director. And we have seen our Congress do nothing. We have seen them kowtow to the big money of the NRA and the gun lobby, and we are all here today to say it is time for that to stop. For all the students that are here, we got some Freehold Patriots. We got some Borough Colonials. We got any Colts Neck Cougars. We got the Howell Rebels. For all the students that are here, I want to say to you as an adult, I'm sorry. On behalf of every adult that is here right now, I'm sorry. We have failed you on this issue. You deserve better. You deserve to be able to go to school like I did at Christian Brothers Academy up in Lincroft and just worry about doing your homework, having fun with your friends, getting really good grades, hopefully, playing sports, being in the school play, the band, and not worry about lockdown drills. And whether or not when that lockdown drill happens on any given day, that this one's for real. So again, I'm sorry. On behalf of the adults in America, we have failed you. But I am so hopeful because of what I see right here, right now. I am hopeful because I stood with hundreds of students up in Red Bank earlier today. I'm hopeful because when I drove in between both places, I listened to the kids down in Washington, D.C. give their speeches. And I can tell you that the youth of our nation have not been listened to in this way since the Vietnam War era. And now is the time. And each and every one of you has to continue to stand up, speak out, and make sure that you are heard.
Never again.
I love this girl. And it is so important now for every adult that is here, everyone who is 17 years old that's going to be 18 by November, that you are registered to vote, that you get out and vote, because we need to change out a Congress that is far too concerned of doing the bidding of the NRA and the gun lobby than the bidding of the American people. We are on the right side of history with this issue. And I can tell you, we're not alone. This isn't a Democrat or Republican issue. It's not a non-gun owner and a gun owner issue. It's an American issue. My family has owned a tavern in Southern Ocean County for 35 years. I run the tavern. You want to know where America's at? Stand behind a bar. And even the hunters who come into the bar regularly, they want good gun safety measures too. Because they don't want to get shot, and they don't want their kids shot at school. And this is why it is so important we elect people to Congress who don't need to be convinced that this is an issue that we need to stand up and speak out on. We need to elect people to Congress who will amplify the voices of every young person standing here today. And we can push for that low-hanging fruit, universal background checks, making sure we get rid of bump stocks, doing away with the judicial loophole, eliminating large-capacity magazines. Now, these are things that common sense Americans agree on. Now, it is not going to be easy for us to do this. I have been engaged in social justice activism in our community, in our state, and around the world for the last 20 years of my life. It is going to take us demonstrating like this, week in and week out, month in and month out. It's going to take acts of civil disobedience. It's going to take more walkouts from schools. It is going to take people willing to get arrested and do time and put their lives on the line so that the next generation never has to worry about another gun safety drill in their school. But we all have to be in for the long term. I'm looking out in front of me right now, and I see a sea of young women. And all of you have the right to vote. It took women 83 years of active organizing to make sure that you had that right. And they did things like this. They demonstrated, they marched, they went on hunger strikes, they did civil disobedience, they got arrested, and they won. And I'm not saying that we have to do these things because they're fun and exciting. This is the long, hard grind of social change and representative democracy. And if you, in the same way that each and every one of the young women that are standing in front of me, how you have inherited the right to vote, you need to do the work now so that your children will inherit gun-free schools. And I do want to give a shout out to the Howell Rebel. I heard you saying, go ahead, give her a whoop, go ahead. I heard you say that it's not a mental health issue, just a mental health issue. Part of it is, and we know that, and what we need to do to fix that is make sure that we get universal single-payer Medicare for all, so that people who have mental health issues can get access to the health care that they need. Again, to the young people here, as a former high school teacher, as a longtime grassroots activist in our district, thank you. You have become the conscience of these United States of America. And I hope come 2019 that I will be inviting all of you down to Capitol Hill as we celebrate having leadership in our district who stands with you and wants to amplify your voices. Again, my name is Jim Keady. I am running for the United States House of Representatives here in the 4th District, and I stand with you today. Thank you very much.